Okay, here we are back in Legend Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 4. We last left off, we had a little bit of a romantic moment, and now we're ready to move forward to the storyline, so let's proceed. Hoping we won't have to wait too long before being able to get back in the action, because all these scenes are kind of killing me. And by kinda, I mean really. The Great War has begun. What a way to kick off of September, am I right? Early morning in Michelin. Great news, everyone. We didn't find anyone floating face down in the bay, so I'm already counting that as a victory. Well, I should have meant that statement. We didn't find anyone who was floating face down that wasn't there when we got here. Kinda curious if this is our final world tour, if there's only gonna be a couple areas that have something new. Because if there's another world tour that's like 4 hours, me walking around talking to people, I might go insane. Well, crazier than normal. So everyone else seems to be doing busy stuff. The only logical conclusion I can come to is that somehow the ship must be powered by Dorothy's libido. Seriously, what is she doing reading one of her books at a time like this?
The current time is 05:13 hours. All ships will be in position by 11:45 hours.
We've got the Bobcat 2 and the Merkaba, not to mention the Pantagruel landing craft and the Ouroboros ships.
Each team will infiltrate their assigned pale. Once the barrier is down, the Courageous 2 will charge the Imperial Fortress.
If all goes according to plan, it should be 12:30 hours by then. You shouldn't need to worry about interference from the Imperial Air Force, but be vigilant for the Crimson Ark.
That's right. It doesn't appear as though they intend to directly participate in Operation Jormungand.
Agreed. We should all be on our guard.
Your Lordship, Sharon, Angelica, Duvally.
Rose, Tita, Randy, we're all counting on you.
Got it. The rendezvous with George isn't until after 11, though.
I would like nothing more than to be of use to you. If there's anything at all you require of me, please, don't hesitate to ask.
Same with me. I'll lend you my aid where I can.
I'll be sticking around until you guys meet up, too. But it looks like Lloyd and the others aren't going to be free until the very last minute.
It's the same for Estelle's group, too. I'm going to give this everything I've got, right until the very end. I can go wherever I'm needed.
Maintenance, ground patrol, whatever you need.
You young folk can take care of all the preparations. We shall sit back and wait for our turn to arrive.
If you require assistance with tactics or have questions about the ship's operation, I am prepared to offer my assistance.
Thank you, Father.
You too, Grandmother. But don't get too excited, okay?
Seriously, you have a tendency to get way too worked up.
Hey, do not talk to your creator like that.
I know we'll be in good hands.
Shall we get started then?
Yes. This could be our final special ops mission.
Between the Pales, the Imperial Fortress, and the imminent war, anything could happen.
Shit's looking crazy as hell down there.
Yep. We got a number of requests, too. Best check them out before you forget.
Yeah. Some of them seem pretty important.
Seems like there are a bunch of magic knights and cryptids popping up too.
At this point, it would be best to handle everything all at once, yes?
It seems we'll have a chance to show the world what the Radiant Wings can do.
Good luck, everyone. We'll be supporting you from here the whole time.
Got it. We'll be counting on you. Okay, Class 7. Our final batch of Special Ops missions begins now. Let's be the flashing blade that illuminates the darkness. Together, we'll light the path ahead for the world. We're all going to have to work together to make this happen. The deadline is 1100 hours. We'll need to finish everything up by then. May Adios be with us. Let's go, Class 7!
Right!
The finale, Scattered Petals, Dying Flames. Need her for the... Actually, I'm gonna have to shuffle these around anyway, so it really doesn't matter who I take. And the reason for that is there's a couple trial chests we need to go back. Situation in Western Erebonia has changed completely. Now explore Stargazer's Tower, so that means there's something there. About Milliam's orders. If used in your party, Milliam's Brave Order White Decoration will be available. New weapons and armor can now be purchased in all areas, yada yada. Thanks for waiting, Reed. Sorry for being so abrupt. The final volume of the Black Record's deciphered at long last. So you're finished? Thank you for being so diligent with this. Let me tell you, this volume had some very intriguing things written in it. But I think it'd be best for you to read it for yourself. I'll transfer everything to your Arcus 2 at once. I cannot thank you enough, Thomas. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do the Black Records now. So there's the Sharon Olvert stuff. Why can't we go... Wow. Oh my god. So I have 3 trial chests left. And then there's going to be at least one more for Reen, which will probably be in the final dungeon or something. Okay, I just finished recording all the alternate scenes. I can't do Yuna's romance, but I have everything else. I didn't bother with Gaius because we don't have his star thing. Or Duvalie's. I do have the file handy just in case something does change, like there was a way somewhere recently that I could access. Elster Harvest Festival. Elster, this client is Sandy. Elster didn't get to hold his Harvest Festival this year, but I figure there's still some time to put something together. Adios knows the people here could use an excuse to celebrate and forget about their troubles. If you can help out, that'd be awesome. Hit me up in the Sunny Spot Inn at Elster for more info. Saving Officer Allen. Bridget, of course. Really worried about Alan. He put in a transfer request so we could go straight to the front lines and be closer to the fighting. It's like he's a completely different person now. Nothing I say seems to get through to him. I hate to admit it, but I can't save him on my own. Meet me at the boathouse in Crossbell and we'll talk more. And finally, Einhill Keep Monster. Radiant Wings. A powerful archism has been spotted at Einhill Keep and Leaves. It's the Sneak Gunner G48C. And then there's bound to be other stuff. So yeah, since this is the final... Oh, okay, they're actually unlocked now. They probably wanted me to read it. Gaius Eusis. Yeah, let me open up a text file real quick because I'm actually going to give them weapons so that we can speed through this. Gaius, Eusis, Elisa, Sharon. Of course, they're all different. Yuna, Ash, Elliot, Randy. Okay. So, seriously, I'm gonna kick things off with actually arming them. That way you don't get to see me screw around the various menus saying, I could use this, I could use that, yada yada. And I actually went to the wrong place, didn't I? I don't know if can I buy them here, or do I have to go to the second floor? I'm telling you, troops, there's more to horses than just some races. We gotta get out there and see them once the war's over. Sure, I'm down to watch some races. Me too, especially if there's some money on the line. Did I hear something about money on the line? Sorry, Instructor. Probably seems kind of callous, us talking about this right when the war's right around the corner. Come on, this ain't that bad. Right? Nothing wrong with discussing our hopes for a brighter and hopefully more financially comfortable future. Agreed, I'm not about to stop you. In fact, maybe I'll come along, use all of my winnings to treat you boys to a high-class meal. Now you're talking. It ain't that easy. It takes a keen eye to pick a winner. It'd be interesting to see which of us would win the race with the highest payout. Only one way to find out. Count me in.
Welcome. See ya.
Horse races blast and all, but I think a train trip would be brilliant. Can you imagine taking the Derflinger on a transcontinental railroad all the way to the eastern terminus? It'd be fantastic. Though I know that could be realistically happen if this war business doesn't get sorted out. Alright, I'm a member of the Radiant Wings as well. I gotta give it everything I got. Dang it. Hitting the race with you guys, huh? Well, I guess it might not be too bad. Hell, might not be a bad idea to just hit up anyone who might be interested, you know what I mean? You might be onto something there. I'd like to invite all you to my hometown Aragon once this is all over. Folks aren't wrong when they call it the boonies, but you can't beat our mountain landscapes and the view of the night sky is killer. It's starting to be my pleasure to show you around. If I get the chance, I'd be happy to take you up on that. Okay, let's head up to the second floor. I'll just have to remember that I did those. But yeah, we're going to equip everyone real quick so that when the time comes for those trial chests, we'll have them all set up. We're going straight to her. Oh, I see a glint in your eyes today. What, do I usually have a dour look on my face? Nah, not really. You just look especially determined today. You know, if you keep reaching for the stars, I bet you'll get further than you expect. Looking forward to when shit gets real. But don't leave any unfinished business for later, in case there is no later. Just being realistic. I appreciate the tip. Come to think of it, I've got much more to thank you for. I hope I can count on you till the end. You bet, Tachi boy.
I got some good stuff.
Okay, he's at 223. Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. I'd rather have a little bit of speed. For Fee, it's a direct upgrade, as is Laura. Now that I think about it. Ash. What is he saying now? 1,500, wow. So yeah, to make him a little bit less miserable, we'll give him that. One for Elisa. Elliot's at 2,000. Where's Yuna at? Eustace and Gaius. 20 and 18, so yeah, we'll get one for each of them. It's a 100-point boost for Reen, boost for Emma and Fee. And for Laura, I'd rather actually have the 20 strength. Yeah, same for Yuna. Ash, though, he actually does need that. Elliot doesn't need that. So Sharon's equipment is fine as is. Now, since these are going to be the final weapons other than anything made out of Zemurian ore, I will go ahead and go for them. This is a major power boost for her. He doesn't need that. She's not on the list. She's not on the list. He is, though. It's a pretty sizable boost, too. Elisa is on the list. As is Elliot. This is one of Laura's weapons. Machias is not. Eustace is. Yeah, it's been that long since I bought him anything. Going back up to Fee. Tiberius is for Gaius. Another huge leap in power. Sarah's not on the list, nor is Crow.
Done already. Wanna buy something?
Okay, so I think the silver coin is up for grabs here somewhere. The Earth Talisman should be... How am I for U materials? We have 200. We can make an Odin gem. I'm gonna hold off on that unless something else.
Done already. Wanna buy
Just wanna
something?
make sure I didn't miss any books.
Come on, buy some more.
I've been doing the rounds getting supplies since yesterday together with Mama. Looks like the Air Corps and the Volunteer Army are gonna go all out. Meanwhile, I got some pretty neat stuff in. Take a look. You cheering us on too, boy? Thanks. I'll let you know if we need your help, okay? You can count on him to parachute in behind enemy lines, right? Managed to get everything set up. You seem busy. Did something happen? Between the fortress and the pales, everywhere's just mental. And the resource shortage because of the upcoming war just makes things worse. I have to pitch in as a merchant and a member of Thor's. I see you've been helping gain resources to different areas. Yeah, just leave the stuff here up to me. With our merchant network and Hugo's influence, we can get this sorted somehow. I'm really glad to have you both on board. I'm counting on you.
Alright there!
Okay, here's the joint issue. Now, I was told to get a ton of scopes. So, you can change Milliam's hair, which I think appears...
Catch you later!
Will that appear in her combat model thing? But yeah, now we need to actually start burning these U materials. We'll see what I actually have left.
Have a look-see.
Sakuya. Rule Breaker. I can't see, but we'll still get it. For Ash, Elisa. I didn't get one for Emma, did I? Oh, they use the same thing. That sucks. I have to go back and get the other one. XX. So yeah, half my stuff. Oh man, that was painful. All those games of Vantage Masters and Palm Party.
I got some good stuff. Come on, buy some more.
I'm gonna look at their orbits in a second, since we're down here and everything. I highly doubt there's gonna be anything I need to do,
Welcome.
but we'll make sure.
See ya. Welcome.
Master Quartz, nothing.
Be well.
Let's see, we're not actually, yeah, we are worried about Yuna. She is still in good shape from everything that I had before. I don't really care to update any of the crap. Huh. Why is she using Dragon Vision? I genuinely do not know. Well. Huh. I'm just gonna give her an Earth Bell, I guess. I don't know. I may have to take this off later. In case I need to use it for something better. I don't know how I'm doing for attack 3s. I have one lying around that I can give him. Any action 2s? He's not worth an action 3, I'm sorry. I should have a couple hit 3s lying around. I'm gonna give that to him because he swings really hard. I can't really afford for him to miss his shot. For her, EP cut. I do have a 3, but she's not worth it. Zerul Cannon, Confused, Sophia Kaleido, Elliot, Windbell. Right, that gives him a little bit of offensive capability. Yeah, I'm cool with this. Need to remember he has that. Like, right now I'm trying to think, do I want him as a caster? Because if I do, I'd take attack off in favor of mind. Oh yeah, he is packing a punch there. So the next order of business is actually their accessories. Yeah, I'm fine with him using those. Okay, Elliot, you get the quick caliber. Although that would still be decent on uses. Oh no. Yeah, I'm fine with him having those. She already has 20% evasion, so I can give her the Vajra belt. Actually, no, I need to give her a little bit of accuracy, because that will do. Anyway, now we're going to hop up to the bridge and just work our way down talking to everyone. I can close this spreadsheet, or the notepad thing, since I don't need that anymore. You finally come to visit, but I feel like it won't be long before you'll take up your sword and leave again. Know that I'll use all that I've learned to support you and your friends. Please, thank you. Well, I did want to contact Father Ymir again. I understand the situation you're in, but I need you to make me a promise. You have to survive and return to Ymir. Elise, you know I'm not taking this lightly. It's a complicated situation. I promise. I'll win these rivalries and return everyone safe and sound. That's why I need you to hold the fort here. Of course. Got the Elise note? Once the special ops missions are finished, we'll be moving straight into the final battle. Please be careful, Reen. If you could see that Cedric comes out of the safe, Your Highness, you have my word that I'll do all I can. I don't know how to put it, but your presence alone brings reassurance to the people around you. I ask that you lend your reassurance and your support to everyone staying behind on the Courageous too, especially Prince Olivert. Of course, I'll do whatever is in my power to assist them. I'm sure I'll pitch in quite a bit as an operator, and if push comes to shove, I have my orbital staff and arts to fall back on as well. You've really come into your own, Your Highness. Hey Reen, did you sleep well? Today is the day. Come smiles or tears, the fighting will begin. I hope you're not going to tell me you couldn't sleep last night. Perish the thought, I slept like a baby. So, did the two of them end up? Stop prying, Reen, it's rude. You're off in another world there, my friend. I can't help but notice how well connected you are, Reen. Did one of your connections send you to bed with a goodnight kiss, I wonder? Something like that. Well, is that so? I thought maybe you'd be inspired by the passions of a certain steamy couple you see. Sorry to disappoint, but nope. His Highness must have noticed me watching them last night. Wait, Olivier, are you talking about us right now? Interpret my words as you will, my dear Shara. No matter what direction things go, I'm just glad they get along so well. Your Highness, I'd like to thank you for helping us all make such precious memories last night. I'm looking forward to continuing to serve under your command in Operation Shining Steel. The pleasure is all mine, Reen. Now that I've regained my composure, it's time to make our final war preparations. See to it that you can head into battle without any regrets. If you need anything, we'll be pitching in too. Thanks a ton, both of you. So wait for operation to begin to move forward. It's time for the final preparations. Work hard so you won't have any regrets. We'll be pitching in if you need anything. The details of the operation have thus been confirmed now. We're now waiting to commence. But until then, we have no idea what could happen in the meantime. We shall take an overview of the situation from here. Hello guys, Lieutenant Colonels, this is Strategy Meeting. It's nothing as formal as that, really. We're merely reviewing what other parties are participating in Operation Shining Steel. Aside from more forces within Erebonian, there's also the Bracer Guild and the former Crossville Police Department, and Gaius' Growlsrider, of course. It's no real surprise that people from disparate groups will be taking action in a time of crisis, but I doubt any of this would have been possible without Prince Olivert. He has a real way with people. Even Father Kevin said he owed you and the Prince a debt of gratitude. He probably means we lent him a hand to deal with Phantasma. Kevin Graham. I've looked over the dossier the Intelligence Division has on him. He's a Growlsrider who helped out during the liberal orbital shutdown in the Crossbell incident, right? Prince Olivert sure does have a wide network of acquaintances. We have his absurd charge into Liberal to thank for that. Still, I don't regret staying by him. He may be a little mercurial, but he's proved himself worthy of my trust time and time again. Though I would never let that frivolous fool hear me say that. You're one of the only people I know who's willing to hold the Prince to account, Lieutenant Colonel. I guess that's just proof of how much you care about him. Saying Olivier's charisma aside, I have no regrets whatsoever about coming here with him. Besides, seems he was finally able to convey his feelings last night. What I do is I've always done, prepare and provide the both of them with whatever protection I can. Wow, I don't think there's a single soul in the world that could damage the trust between His Highness and the Lieutenant Colonel. Share will in time, don't worry. By the way, guys, how's the evacuation of Nord civilians going? From what I heard, everyone finished moving to the relatively safe Highlands yesterday. As for my father and brother, they're both taking part in Operation Shining Steel. They're taking countermeasures to keep the people from Operation Jormungand, whatever dirty tricks Ouroboros might try, safe. It's very noble of Lacan and Toma to join the effort. Toma's turned 17 soon, right? Really doesn't surprise me to hear he's grown up to be so strong and dependable. Yeah, he's a fine Nord warrior, especially for his age. And as much as his heart goes out to defend everyone, I think it in particular goes out to protect Charles. Charles? Didn't we meet her at Zendergate? I think I'm starting to put two and two together here. You're right, that's her. I was kind of surprised myself when I heard they were dating. But I know I can trust him and Dad to look after my mom and sisters, along with the rest of our people. That's one less worry for me. I'm sure that must be a relief. Gaius note unlocked. Wow, seeing you three together is a rare sight. I feel like I just walked into the Thor's faculty office. I'm not your teacher anymore, Reen. Actually, we were just going over which of our old instructors we'll be working with this time around. Now I'm curious. As far as the main campus is concerned, we've got Makarov and Mary on our side. But Vice Principal Heinrich and Beatrix have also offered to help. They'll be swinging up to cover Trista and assist the Arc Royale. That's good news, we'll need all the help we can get. It'd be nice to see those two again. I don't think I've spoken to them since before graduation. I still run into Beatrix every now and then. This is the first I've thought of Heinrich in a while, though. To be honest, I'm surprised that old fuddy-duddy would agree to fight the system like this. I don't think he's that bad. I mean, I do. But he always has had his students' welfare at heart, I'll give him that. Coming from an old family like his, he's had his fair share of inner conflicts he's had to come to terms with. In the end, though, the man always seems to put aside his concerns about status and prioritize his students. Between the teachers and alumni, we're putting together an airtight defense against the society. We've opened up communication channels between the ship and the others. All that remains are our final preparations and contingency plans. Great, keep up the good work. Got the Michael note there. Is your family in Heimdall okay? I think so. I haven't heard from them since yesterday. Uncle Fred's out with the military, so I'm feeling a little worried. I didn't realize. Hope you can get in touch soon. I'm sure he'll be fine. Don't worry about it, okay? Aunt Martha's really strong. I know she and Kyle will be as safe as can be. War breaking out could certainly change things, but that's up to us and how we're carrying things out, right? Right, we need Angelica and the others to take care of the salt pails. Once the barrier is down, we'll head towards the fortress and the Courageous too. But Crow will... Toa? I'm sorry, I promised Angie I wouldn't talk about this anymore. In any case, I'm going to give everyone my full support. Let's see this through to the end, together. Of course. Now that the preparations for Operation Jormungand have been completed, it seems the RMP's role is over for the moment. I'm assuming that by now Claire is aboard the Imperial Fortress. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably shouldn't mention that I saw her just last night. I've told her time and time again not to, but she continues to take everything upon herself. It's foolishness, plain and simple. Yeah, I have to agree. Schwarzer, I prefer not to drag you into our family issues, but if you have a chance to speak with Claire, please tell her she needs to take a serious look inside herself. One day I'd like all three of us, Claire, Isra, and I, to be able to visit Emil's grave together. No, maybe that's too much to hope for. Major Irving. It's not just you. I have things I want to tell her too. I'm sure that goes for you, Tina, and the others as well. We'll help Claire, don't worry. Thank you, that's a relief to hear. I wish you the best of luck. We've got Beatrix, Vice Principal Heinrich, the main campus students and alumni, not to mention the bracers from each country. That's a lot of assistance for Operation Shining Steel. There's no way we're backing down now. Okay, no one to the left. Hi, Instructor Ian. Hey, great weather we're having, huh? Yeah, you sure are in a good mood, Sydney. Too good, almost. It's starting to get irritating. I take you had a good night last night. You know, Ada from the main campus? Well, she and I ended up on the Ferris wheel, just the two of us, you know? It was kind of awkward at first, but after a while we got talking. I think we really clicked, and we got to see her smile for once. And I asked her if maybe we could do this again sometime after the war. Guess what she said? No. Well, think about it. Yeah, home run, am I right? Help me out here, Sydney. What's so great about that? Read between the lines, Teach. She's basically saying the next time I ask her out for real, she'll say yes. You're reaching so far, I'm surprised you haven't fallen over. Come on, Kurt, don't act like you don't know how this stuff works. You seemed pretty chummy with that silly girl from Arc-en-Ciel last night, though. Whoa, for real? This is the first I've heard of it. Yes, I went to the amusement park with her, but it wasn't a date. I was just there to escort her and mother, that's all. Really now, because it looked to me like you two were hitting it off. Ooh, tell us more. Yeah, this is juicy. Hang in there, Kurt. Handling a gun takes a lot of focus. Sydney's laid-back attitude is somewhat concerning, especially for the day of operation. Well, it might not be too bad. It's how he always is, after all. That aside, though, what is this strange, gloomy feeling? Wonder if Maya, maybe. At this rate, I'll be the one losing focus. Think I'll go eat some snacks. That'll help me calm down. Sydney note. Well, we're all just sitting ducks if we don't do something about this war, that's for sure. So I'm kicking it into high gear now. There's a brighter future on the other side of all this mess, so just gotta get us there. This feeling, it's like that time with the tree. Are we talking about the azure tree that appeared in Crossbell? We were able to confirm its appearance from the deck of the Old Courageous. I see. Well, there's still some time before the war actually starts. If there's anything I can help with, just let me know. I appreciate it. I'd really rather not have any misunderstandings, like... I'd really rather not have anyone misunderstanding things like that, but... Well, I'm not sure why, but being around Sydney, I can somehow avoid feeling too nervous even in this situation. At least I can face our next battle without feeling overly tense. Guess it's not all bad, then.
Just what I needed.
Nothing new there. I believe that's the first time we've been able to sit down and talk. How's your injury doing? I assume it won't be too much of a hindrance to a swordsman of your caliber. Indeed, I'm still more than capable of cutting a path for the younger generation to follow, just as my ancestor did 250 years ago. So your time under the gnome's control allowed you to glimpse into your ancestors' memories, did it? The vice captain of the Einsritter? That's a typo. That's supposed to be Eisenritter, as in Iron Knights. Because, like, as is, that'd be maybe First Knights? I don't know how the adjective first works in German because of the way the language is overall, but yeah. I think that's supposed to be the Vice Captain of the Eisenritter, as well as witness to Leanne's resurrection. Shion Arsaid's life ended in regret, did it not? Regret over the fact they allowed those two to go stop the Vermilion Apocalypse on the final day of the War of the Lions. Judging by what I experienced, I think so. Forgetting was less about ending the war and more about the shame of failing to protect his Lord and Master. But what's past is prologue. My daughter and her friends are already breaking free of history's shackles and creating a new future for themselves. I think we can both be grateful for that. May we honor the memory of our fallen friends by sending our enemies to join them. I'll drink to that. We may be working separately, but I'm looking forward to fighting on the same side. Victor note. Viscount Arsaid, I heard you talk to Roselia. Indeed, partly because we were only able to share pleasantries yesterday. This morning I shared some words with Laura. She looks so resolute and strong-willed to remind me of her late mother. This is all thanks to the influence of you in Class 7. Thanks, but did you mention Laura's mother? Now they mention it, she never talks about her mother. When Laura was young, her mother fell sick and passed away. She may not stand up to Aurier, but she had been very skilled from a young age and even served as acting master of the Arsaid style. thinking about it that way makes me certain that my daughter will one day far exceed me in terms of skill. I see. Surely must have been something else for the Viscount to recognize her talent like this. I was considering offering my aid with the ship's operation, but it seems everyone is already skilled at their posts. That means I now find myself idle. Well, we have a game of Vantage Masters. I heard from Laura that you enjoy a game of Vantage Masters, and rumors would believe you are a card master of frightful cunning and skill. Number of strategies, possible strategies, limitless. One could say it's perfect for gaining a deeper understanding of the underlying principles. Would you care for a duel against me? Of course, sure thing. Wouldn't have a chance until I collect some Vantage Masters cards first. Sorry, but I don't think I'm good enough to match up with you as it stands. Can I put in some work in and challenge you later? Of course, come speak to you when you're ready for a duel. Never did I think I would be able to speak with the witch who knew my ancestors. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I suppose it's time for me to get a little wild today. But this energy drink is just delicious. It doesn't have any mana in it, but it appears so well with meat dishes. I'll we take them back by the dozen and save them for later in the atelier loft. You're going to cause Emma to scold you again. Maybe I should cast my special invisibility spell. It's fine as long as I don't get found out. Seems like you're serious. Rosalia never learns, huh? It seems to me that you're not ready. So I assume he's supposed to be the final opponent. So this is where you've been, Sharon. Yes, I sometimes find having a task at hand to be calming. Would you like some light refreshments? I can offer you some black tea and sweets. You can also prepare something else if neither are to your liking. It would be my pleasure, so please let me know. That does sound tempting, but no, I'm fine for now. You'll be with Angelica and George, right? Yes, and Rosalia as well. No matter what happens, I have nothing left to fear. I swear on the name Sharon, this beloved name that is mine once more. I will do anything to aid you and the others. Thank you, Sharon. We'll be kind on you. Even if you're on the surface, just let me know if you require my services. If, for instance, you require someone to help you wash your back. You're in good spirits, Sharon. Hey, you two are sparring? Yes, we don't have a lot of time left, but I want to be prepared. After what I witnessed last night, I can't allow myself to rest on my laurels. Seeing you become a Divine Blade inspired me as well. Thanks. It feels like there's more pressure than ever to be worthy of this new title. I may have glimpsed the path I need to take to enlightenment, but I still have a long way to go before I can achieve that potential. It's good that you haven't given up on improving. I must admit I was surprised when I heard about this alignment principle from Lieutenant General Cassius. It sounds so outlandish. A level beyond forms or reaction times or mental or physical training? A state where you can understand the essence of all things and control them as you wish? And somehow you reached that level before I did? I honestly think that you and Laura have already attained that level to some degree, just maybe not consciously. Perhaps, regardless, there are no shortcuts when it comes to mastering the sword. It won't do to become impatient. All we can do is continue to polish our skills each in our own way. Well, sure, I guess that makes some sense. By their own admission, even my father and General Le Guin are still far from fully understanding the way of the sword. Just like you and Yuri leaves, I'll be working hard from here on to hone my skills within the Arseid school. I'm embarrassed I said such envious words. I suppose I still have a lot of growing up to do. Anyway, I'll accompany you on your missions until the war breaks out. I intend to train in the style my lord bestowed upon me, so please do not hesitate to ask if you require my assistance. So here we go. Level 3. So they say bring a balanced party. Or you can just bring Emma, she'll nuke everything anyway.
A strong enemy! Be careful!
Huh. This is Fee.
Ready? Ha!
No, my battery!
You're done!
Seriously, how many hours I've been playing today,
My
I'm
turn.
surprised there's even anything left in it.
Right! An opening!
It's so weird for Laura to have that much evasion.
My turn. Ready?
Yeah!
And I just noticed the teams are screwed up. You're about to see right here.
Now!
An opening! My turn. Right! It's off balance!
An opening!
An opening!
Again!
It's my turn.
Okay, this one is in severe danger of
Analyzing
dying.
enemy unit.
I want to say they're the same. Vulnerable only to abnormal conditions and arts. Vulnerable to physical attacks.
Arcus activate!
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot harder to do than it looks. I didn't get a scouter there. Did I click on the wrong
Weak.
one?
Now. Attack. It's my turn.
Okay, so the numerals at the end don't matter. You just have to scan that. I get it now. Well, let's celebrate. We'll do this.
It's my turn! Roar!
Oh, well.
There! Let's go!
That one did drop a Tyrol bomb. Like, not breaking that one's not gonna make me cry or anything.
Right!
The Tyrol bomb, I think,
It's
was
off
the
balance.
most valuable of the bunch.
An opening!
Let's go. It's down. Attack. Yes. Now. It's mine.
I should mention I don't really care about CP, BP, or any of that because I just run over the showers.
My turn.
So right here I'm just trying to do a little bit of some
It's
chip
my
damage
turn!
in
Let's go.
anticipation of this.
Let's go. Ha. Now. This'll end it. Thanks for the assist back there, Emma.
So we
Oh,
did
you
get
don't need
two
to thank
Tyrol
me
bombs.
for that.
That's okay, I guess. Trophy for that or no? I'm rather shocked that you were able to overcome the combination of types 1 and 2 set at the highest level possible. Anyway, here are your rewards. Combat against a Sleipnir, that's pretty substantial training right there. Dutifully, thank you so much, it really is appreciated. Well, there's nothing shocking about lending a hand to the very people who will later be fighting alongside you. I think they had the aim is going to have alongside. In any case, I imagine that we can still get some training in before the fighting breaks out midday. Shores are better roll up those sleeves again. You got it. So is there anything higher than that, or is that it? I think that's it.
Just what I needed.
So there you go, Milliam's bathing clothes. I don't know what determines whether or not she appears, because a moment ago she wasn't there. Just want to make sure Fee is topped off. Laura's going to regen as we walk, so her, not a big deal. Hey, Reen. Today's the big day. Yeah, it feels like it snuck up on us. I know what you mean, after the Growl of Erebos appeared, it's just been one thing after another. Hard to believe that was only 2 months ago. Hope you all managed to get some sleep last night. We're going to need you fresh and ready today. Yeah, that's part of the job. Given the stakes, it can help it be a little tense, but yesterday was rather helpful in that regard. How about you, Reen? You and Elliot were out pretty late. Well, I promised to go meet someone. Wow, a little late night rendezvous. Way to go, Elliot. Pretty sure I can guess what went on with who, though. No, it's nothing like that. No, I'm really curious as to who it could be, but anyway, let's get back on track. We still have a few hours before the strategy commences. We should use this remaining time as constructively as possible. If you're going down to the surface, hit us up if you need anything. Thanks, guys. If there's a chance of improving things, even if it's just a little, I'll do whatever's necessary. We have to let people hear the music of peace again. Zeno and Leo are helping. There must be something we can do too. Seems Estelle, Joshua, and the others are doing what they can till the last minute. We should do our best on the special ops missions. War is inevitable now, but we can still mitigate it by not allowing it to progress. We've already overcome so much, this time will be no different. There's a few less people over here, I think. Wow, that's a surprise. It's like a literature club reunion. You're right, and it's no mere coincidence. I finally convinced these two to go along with my plan. Dare I even ask? Dorothy wants to publish a literary magazine and for us to contribute, after the war is over, of course. That's actually a lot more wholesome than I was expecting. It's really an honor that you even think of including me. Don't be so modest, Tatiana. I've read your work. Don't worry, Tatiana. I'll guide you through the force of self-doubt into the plains of true maidenhood. Just believe. Dorothy, thank you so much. I'll do my best. Oh dear. I can already tell you two are going to make a formidable team. And that's not all. Having Emma on the staff will be a great boon, naturally, but Tatiana says she can get Ash to contribute some poetry as well. With all of us working together, we'll take the Erebonian literary culture to new heights. You're even roping Ash into it? This really is going to be something. Tatiana note. Even though the war is about to start, it doesn't feel like the magic from last night has worn off yet. How are you doing, Reen? I won't lie, I'm not calm at all. I'm just trying to keep it together in front of the others. I feel a little better knowing that we got that in common. Still, this isn't the time to dwell on giddy emotions. Yeah, we need to focus on what we're here to do. I agree. We're working on a literary magazine together. I'm really looking forward to it. It's only possible if we defeat the Ebon Knight, though. Today's the moment of truth. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Once Operation Shining Steel begins, I'm going to be very busy with my intel work. But if I manage to make it through this, I imagine that I'll grow not only as a person, but as an author as well. Just imagine the story I'll build right after being involved in something like that. I get lightheaded just thinking about it. She seemed almost heroic until the end there. But that's just Dorothy, I suppose. I know we can count on her. We're working on a magazine with graduates from Thor's. I'm not sure I can convince Ash to help that easily. But I managed to gather up the courage last night. It might be possible if I ask. I can't let my fear control me. I'm going to keep asking until he says yes, no matter how many times it takes. Even if he turns me down, I'll keep trying. I don't know if that's the best idea, but you've sure made some pretty big strides lately, Tatiana. So I'm also looking to see if there's any shining things here to tell me that there was a book I missed. Because we're kind of running out of time. Hey there, Reen, you're just in time. You thinking of listening in too? Does this have something to do with the plan? You know it. The only thing that better than ground support from one Thor's train is ground support from two of them. So we set up a connection with the Ark Royale over in East Erebonia. That way we can coordinate with each other in Operation Giant Steel. The Ark Royale, isn't that where all the other alumni? Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is Klain, Courageous 2, do you copy? Klain, isn't the captain of the swimming club? I heard he joined the intelligence division after graduation, but... Is that you, Reen? Wow, it's been ages, huh? Well, it's happened over on our end since then, but we managed to find our footing again at any rate. Now I'm working together with Instructor Beatrix. She's letting me take command of the Ark Royale. Good to hear from you. It looks like the link's working perfectly. Yep, and thanks to Klain, we managed to get some good misdirection going on the information side of things. We're going to get in touch with Instructor Makarov and the others to make some final checks on the plan. This whole operation's about as brittle as glass. We've been making good progress on our preparations for some time now. All that's left is to roll up our sleeves and finish things up. Hi, Vel, and Clara, too? Having those two handle the Panzer Soldat maintenance and piloting. Honestly, we've got about as good of a lineup as we possibly get here. I can say the same for our supply chain. You just leave the dining car to me. I'll be coming along as well, so there's no need to worry. If you remember, Fidelio was Rex's mentor. Nice to know we can count on you. We're here to lend a hand too, by the way. We'll make sure to divert their attention on land. We spent all this time polishing our skills after all. Can't let a chance to put them on display pass us by. We managed to get ourselves transferred into the same corps now that we're all Army civilians. Whitcomb and I will break ranks like hooves against hardened soil. Friedel, Logan, Stefan, and Lambert, you really made it. Don't forget about us too. We'll take care of things on the surface for you. Thor's graduates gotta stick together after all. We'll back you up with everything we got. Not just for Erebonia, but for the future of the world itself. You can count on us. We're making through this together. Casper, Monica, Paula, and Colette too. Thank you, all of you. We'll leave it all in your guys' hands. Let's do this, everyone. Yeah. Afterward, information was then exchanged with the Ark Royale. The Thor's graduates then began carrying out the final preparations for each of their respective operations. Now, we should be good and ready to coordinate with the Ark Royale. With this many allies, you can make any operation a massive success. We at Rito Chester are going to flip the sensors of the bird and broadcast anything and everything that might shake the people into action. Hope we can make even a small change. No, I know we can. Just watch. You're about to see the true magic of radio in action. The Imperial Chronicle and Crossbell Times just published a special joint issue hot off the presses. You should be able to find a copy at any general store, and you might want to get one fast. Between you and me, we slipped this one right by the censors. Figure they'll be pulling it off the shelves as soon as they realize. Already got my copy. Guess this is your official response? Hell yeah. I want to show people that the pen really is mightier than the sword. But the curse gains stronger and stronger, I don't know how much good it'll do. But that doesn't mean we can stop fighting the good fight. We're in this till the end, Reen. You're about this all wrong, Rex. The pen is not mightier than the sword. But the printing press is heavier than siege weaponry. Okay, we already spoke to them when I equipped at the beginning of the video. Keep up the good work, Yuna. Take care of yourself and don't be a burden on the others. Sheesh, guys, I'm not a little kid. Oh, and before you go, this is for you. It's my favorite brooch. I want you to have something too, my retro Mishi strap. Well, are you sure you want to give these to me? Well, not forever. You can return them when you get back. Now you have to come back safe, or else. Yeah, I will. Thank you both. I'll see you later. I haven't seen Yuna looking so motivated in a while. It's so great that she has friends who encourage her like this. Come to think of it, not even half a year's passed since we first met. With all these turbulent times we've been through together, it feels as if we've known each other a lifetime. Anyway, what I want to say is this. I swear upon the Schladen family name, and more importantly as a member of the Radiant Wings, that I'm going to keep on fighting with every ounce of strength I have. Instructor, everyone, be strong out there. We owe it to one another to make it out of this mess. Sure thing. The war may be going ahead, but if anyone can stop it, it's the Radiant Wings. I've even put everything I've been learning these past years to the test. I seriously owe Jessica and Louise one. When I make it back, I'm going to have to thank them properly for everything they've done for me. Reen, whatever am I supposed to do? Margarita, what are you doing here? This is precisely what I'm trying to determine, Reen. I'm torn as to which body type I should don today. How can I best serve Operation Giant Steel? It's truly vexing. Aha. Can she really choose the way she wants to look? I'll simply never decide on my own. I implore you, Reen, as fellow representative of Thor's, which form do you think I should take? Why me? You're great the way you are, Margarita. I think you should stay the way you are. We've got a tough battle ahead and we'll need you to be strong and hardy. I recommend you use the body type that best accounts for that. Thank you, Reen. You're absolutely right. It's settled then. This is how I'll go to war. There, now can face our final battle without hesitation. Reen, I know choosing between two forms of heart-stopping beauty is no easy task, but I'm grateful you were able to do so. Just glad I could help. Margarita note. So, am I able to choose the other one? Guys, I'm impressed. It's been a while since anyone asked me to make this. Probably the most bitter dish in my repertoire. Taste gets some getting used to. Most people, well, they tend to pass out when they try it the first time. It's healthy and all, but I usually save it for hardcore survivalists. I'm not frightened. It'll help me grow. I'll finish every last bite. Same here. Son of the Empire should be picky about his food. Well said. Bring it on, Freddy. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. Brace yourselves for the ultimate gastronomic experience, made from only the most magical ingredients and laying bitterness on bitterness. Behold, the Freddy Special. Show me your determination to fight your way through to the taste explosion at the end of the tunnel. What exactly are those three doing? Wherever it is, looks like they're all prepared to see through to the bitter end. Got the Freddy note. Fumes alone are leaving an unpleasant taste in my mouth. The Freddy Special is to be feared, but compared to the trials that await us, I must be strong, for my poor father who is still in Heimdall, and for my mother and sister who fled to Leaves. I'm prepared to struggle through any ordeal, no matter how draconian. It's all twisted now because of the Great Twilight. Being a man of the Empire didn't used to mean blindly following orders. I'll do my utmost as a member of the Radiant Wings for the sake of Erebonia's future. This one's on me, Instructor. If you bring me the ingredients, I can start producing these en masse. If your palate's not used to this kind of flavor, you may end up fainting from overstimulation. Now come on, try some. Is this a taste of courage of some sort, or is that supposed to be a test of courage? I don't know. I hope you like it. But even though it's one of the best dishes I whipped up, and I don't say that lightly, it's far from perfection. Gotta keep winning, so I outrun dry ingredients to mix up some new exciting recipes. Good luck to you. I'll be doing everything I can to help out, food or otherwise. I appreciate it, Freddy.
Hey, what can I get you today?
Wow. Okay, if I knew about that, I would have never bothered with any of these. Seriously. The 75 CP is game-changing. So I'll go ahead and get 6 of those, and that could very, very easily turn the tide in a fight.
Come on, give it a try. You've got
Fishing
good taste.
Not really interested.
Come, hey, what can I get you today?
Oh, that's right. all that's left is the Guardian, wherever it is. The
Come
Great
on,
Guardian,
give it
I
a
mean.
try.
Wow, that's practically a meeting of the 4 great houses. Yeah, we just need Patrick to make it a full set. We got together to go over what we know about our different regions and how the war is likely to affect them, as well as how we each ought to proceed should the war drag on longer than expected. I see, I'm really sorry for putting that burden on your collective shoulders. To be fair, these two are already in positions where they have to govern their territory, but I'll accept the apology, sure. The fate of the entire world is in the balance here. We can't afford to leave anything to chance. The world needs more knights like yesterday. It's a good reminder of what we're fighting for. You're right, we'll definitely make it through this. The battle for the future of the world, which most of the world is unaware of, takes place today, and we will win it, Reen. Once I'm done here, I'm going to meet up with George and we'll get things underway. We'll be working with Roselia and Sharon on this one. Hard to complain about work when the view's that good. I'll be giving this my all until I can't give any more. You better do the same, Reen. You can count on it. Our final special ops missions need to be done today. We ought to collect ourselves and make sure we're ready by noon. That reminds me, I've sunk a bit of time into Palm Party recently, but I haven't had the chance to challenge you yet. And speaking of games, it's been a while since I played a round of Vantage Masters. Let me know if you fancy a match, Instructor. If I know your Vantage Master skills, I'm sure you know pushover in Palm Party either. Anyway, I'll play you if you think I'm up to it. So now we can play Palm Party or Vantage Masters against her. So she has the Knight.
Play with me a little.
I really do need to go first. I'm going to take that sucker down. Kyrie Bell. I can make do with this hand, actually. So I need Zammelpen in the back, Reiku in the front, and then we can drop a Kyrie Bell next turn if I need to act immediately. Now, believe it or not, as long as the knight is attacking me, we are actually in very good position. So now I can hit him with impunity to get a fairly sizable lead. Yeah. Yeah. We're almost at the end of the fight. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my, you're better than I expected.
So you just get a bunch of random stuff.
Play with me a little.
Yeah, this is actually a good hand. Just need to hope she doesn't drop anything too nasty on the first turn. The good news is she can't play anything as well as use her power. Oh, I just noticed something. Okay. I'm a little annoyed I didn't notice it sooner. So I was always wondering what those green numbers were on the cards. That's your starting mana. So he starts with 2, I start with 4. I actually want the Blix here and the Reiku here. I thought that was like our skills, but that didn't make a lot of sense. Sometimes they actually are the same. That's more of a coincidence, I assume. Okay, as much as he's powered up early, I really do need to, you know, start getting the range guys in. I'm fine with that. I did not mean to do that. I may lose this card as a result. I wanted to shoot the Marmay with the Tarbis. Okay, time to hide. Saddle Pen is easily dealt with.
Oh my, you're better than I expected.
So we get 5 U materials to replace the 100 I just spent. And then Tio is the final one.
Play with me a little.
can't believe I'm this far up against the wall already. Now or never.
Oh my, you're better than I expected.
Yeah, she is extremely aggressive, man. You just have to lay into her and just not let up. Okay. So, out of curiosity, is that all I need to face off against Victor Arsaid? It's entirely possible there's another opponent somewhere in the world that I'm going to find over the course of this world tour that could be the major hang-up. I can take the old bastard. We all know it. Amelia, Maltina, so this is where you are. Yep, enjoying some quality family time as sisters. Suppose I can't deny that label anymore. Absolutely not. You're finally starting to be more honest with your feelings. I'm so proud of you, Tilly. I may not be able to touch you in astral form, but you still deserve a reward for that. Hug time! You know, if you're ever lonely, I'd be happy to take a nap with you in the break room. Why would I ever want that? They're so much closer now. It's like they're regular sisters. It's heartwarming, really. We already spoke to them. Hey, hi Lisa. Hey Tina, doing some gear maintenance? Yeah, we've been comparing operating data for some last-minute tweaks. The EXO was actually designed with this sort of work in mind. We never would have been able to get such great data without you, though. So thank you. I'm glad we can help you out. We'll have to thank Tio as well. Right, the Epstein Foundation has a lot of work on Opal gear development. A lot of people have worked hard to get us this far. Let's tend to put all that research to good use. There's no better way than to show our gratitude. And these gears aren't just weapons of war. They've been developed with functions like disaster prevention in mind as well. We'll show our foes we're serious about building a better world. With you two this determined, I feel like there's no way we can lose. These gears aren't just weapons of war. They're meant to assist disaster sites as well. We've got to show our opponents their true value. The situation gets you fired up even if you don't want to be. Looks like they're going to keep it up right until the end, so I'm going to do the same here. But still, being able to face one of the Pales together with Estelle, Joshua, Ren, and Agate. It's definitely easier to feel brave when you have people like that around you. I don't know if I'm going to bench... probably Ren, maybe? Crow, Professor Schmidt. I'd introduce you two, but I imagine you already know each other pretty well thanks to Ordine. And what of it? Just as blunt as ever. I would do a lot of trouble to get this data for you. Would it kill you to show a little gratitude? That dragon prototype would have never gotten finished if it wasn't for us. Right, Ordine? You weren't always so adept, Crow. You had no small amount of trouble learning to handle me when I first awakened. Hard as that is to imagine, it does make sense. As I told you before, it's really France who deserves the credit for designing these Panther Soldats. Bringing someone else's project over the finish line really does very little for me. Right now, my true interest lies in the link between Divine Knight and Awakener. If we can ever harness said link, establish that connection with other machines, we could usher in a new era of technological advancement. That's where you come in, Armbrust. I'll be expecting more link data from your attack on the Imperial Fortress. I won't hold my breath, but if possible, I'd like you to deliver it in person. It's more efficient that way. I'd rather not have to waste time to recover and having to recover it. I'd like that too. It's a tall order, Professor. As I said, this is a matter of efficiency, not of sentiment. That includes you two, Shores. I need all the data I can get. Alright, I'll do what I can. It's about the nicest exchange I could have expected out of Professor Schmidt. So... I'm guessing they're supposed to be implying there that the whole link system in this game is a byproduct of his studying Crow. That goes all the way back to Cold Steel 1. Once these rivalries are completed, we might find ourselves unable to acquire any more data on the Divine Knights. I'll be expecting more link data from your attack on the Imperial Fortress. Aside from that, I also have my disciples' final remarks on my mind. I will observe things from here as much as I'm able. I was worried when old Schmidt called me for me suddenly. I get the data thing, but damn, I can't believe they're saying to hand it over directly. I mean, I don't feel bad about it, but... Professor Schmidt has a complicated personality, but he doesn't appear to be a cold or unemotional person. You and Crow are sure blessed when it comes to people around you. Maester Mint, you did an admirable job with my maintenance while I was unable to speak. You have my gratitude. You're welcome, Val. It's been fun watching you get so much cooler over time. Likewise. Though I'm afraid we must face the facts, this may well be goodbye. Even if we succeed in defeating the Ebon Knight, I doubt it'll ever be the same afterward. It is likely that my Awakener and I will... Nope, sorry Val, can't let you talk like that. Reen's gonna be fine, you're gonna be fine, you both have to come back. Because you're my friend, and friends don't just leave each other. You are correct. Friends do not just leave each other. I will hold off on my goodbyes. I had no idea Valimar and Mint talked about this kind of stuff. You heard all that too, huh? Looks like they finished up their last maintenance session. They've both come so far. Celine, are you crying? No, it's just dusty in here. Maester Mint really has no equal. I can agree with that. Thanks again, Valimar. We're all counting on you. We might call on you from the surface. If that happens, please lend us your strength. You can count on me. At least we don't need to worry about Valimar anymore. All that's left is the last year's special ops missions. I better not see you slacking on those. Give them your all. If Emma's gonna be fine, then I'll provide support with my orders. Thanks, that'll be a great help. I was just thinking about giving Val a good scrub down. We do have a big battle coming up and all, so I think today we'll just get the big guy all clean and sparkling and we'll share some hot goss. Val really is the best conversation partner. I'm sure he thinks the same about you. Thanks for all your hard work. No problem.
Alrighty, let's begin!
That sucks. Ugh. Damn. So, Sephiroth Gem. That means I need a Carnelia for this one. Oh my god, a Noble Gem. Like, ironically, I do have the Sephiroth Gem.
See you later!
So, real quick, that's just like a ball of HP, right? Oh. Well, it would have been in the super rare category anyway, but yeah. So, yeah, just based on this, I am more than willing to give it up to make the Divine Knights a little bit more tolerable. And personally, I think the HP investment is probably the single most important part because everything scales off of it percentage-wise. It's just I can really only afford one of these because it's going to take everything I've got.
Huh? Done already?
So yeah, the EP thing is actually a fixed amount you get back, so trying to boost your pool actually does boost your arts for this final one. That requires a Fenrir gem? Yeah, right, like I'm gonna give up one of those. I'm more likely to give him a Mars gem than anything, although I'm not gonna lie, that 30% crit rate is actually looking extremely tempting. What do I need for this one? Amberyl gem? I might get one of those, we'll see. So I'm just using this. Yeah, that is nothing, man. I would more than be willing to sacrifice this if I could plug in this. It's just I have to get... I'm only a quarter of the way there, man.
See you later! Alrighty, let's begin!
So let's see... Probably should have given priority to Muse. Since I'm not going to be able to do literally anything else in terms of upgrades, I was just going to go through and just start upgrading people. Since I have him in caster mode, it actually would be a good idea to get his stuff up. Crow would be handy, but I don't have the time, I think, anymore. I do. I actually do want this one for Dooley. I can't afford that on Randy. I can afford this, but I may end up using Tita. I may seriously bench Ren. Tita has the highest HP out of anyone if you haven't seen. I've probably said that a few times though, but It's kind of absurd. Okay. So with that, we have... Oh, the decks, I forgot. Doing an impromptu performance on the deck? You're lucky to get Valerie all to yourself, Leonora. Right? I get nervous I've got too many people watching me. I want to try out a new phrase I've been working on and get some feedback on it. Sounds like fun. Oh, it is. I'm having a blast. And not just because of the song. Looking at Valerie now, you never think she used to be so distant around people just a few months back. Am I right, instructor? Hey, Leonora. She's right. You've made some really impressive progress. Come to think of it, it's the same with Altina. Maybe you just got a talent for bringing out the best in people, Leonora. No, maybe about it. If you say so. I don't feel like I did anything special, though. I really need to put an end to this dumb war and get back to normal. Can't wait for the Modern Music Club to get back together and start playing shows again. We'll make it happen. To be honest, I'm still a little shy about singing in front of an audience, but I guess I've got to get over that sooner or later. Man, I can't wait for this concert. It's gonna be a good time. That's not all. There's a whole ton of stuff I still want us to do together. School is just getting interesting. I'm not gonna let any war get in the way of that. I'd like to invite you all to my hometown in Northumbria after the war is over. Never believed I'd be able to think like this. I don't really know how to convey my thoughts. Being able to make such lovely friends has brought me so much joy. Speaking of Northumbria, I thought the salt pail was still there, but based on what they said with these new ones, I guess the church did manage to take it apart or something? What's up, Stark? What's up? You seem a little preoccupied. Instructor Reen. I guess I do, huh? It's just that Crow's got this big battle ahead of him. I'm not sure what I should say. My mind is drawing a blank. It's super frustrating. Stark? I finally got to see him again, just when I was thinking I might be able to repay him for all he's done for me. This happens. I know very well that most people never get chances like this. It's just that our time here feels a little too short, you could say. Anyway, I'm sorry, Instructor. I shouldn't bother you with this. Hey now, Stark. You know you don't have to worry about that kind of thing with me. Still, now that I know how you feel, I can't just walk away and forget about it. I heard that Crow really took you under his wing, taught you to have a sharp eye, schooled you in games, that sort of thing. So if one were to describe your relationship, it's more like a teacher and student dynamic, isn't it? You said you wanted to repay him. So wouldn't it be great to just show your teacher how much his protege has grown? Show him, huh? I think I know what you mean, Instructor. Now that I think about it, I haven't challenged him to a match of anything since we reunited. But honestly, anytime I ever won against him has been due to pure luck. Ability hasn't been a factor in the slightest. And the more I think about it, the more it just gnaws at me. Yeah, I hear you. Here's an idea. Why not channel that frustration into a round of Badge Masters? I'm sure Crow would be game. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Plus, I do have some things I'd like to tell him. Does that mean you're in? Yeah, if he's up for it, I'm ready anytime. Given that you're here, I'd appreciate it if you observe the match. If you have time, would you mind sticking around watching? I'll think it over. Would you mind if I get back to you a bit? Sorry. Of course, Instructor. We all know how busy you are. If you find the time, I'd really appreciate you being there. That's gonna be one of the last things we do. So, Aaron Village takes the priority, and we're hopping straight into Rose's atelier because I saw sparkling things on her shelves. Okay, I ended up taking a 20-minute break. Sorely needed after how much I've been recording today. We're getting readings on the spirit veins here and sending out the information to those who aren't in the village. The spirit veins are in alignment right now. We'll be taking over for our purposes, though. If we're successful, we'll be able to give you access to the Pales and delay the Great Twilight. I had temporarily given up on witching when I got together with my husband. Maybe it's time for a comeback. Moonlight Lise is back in business. Lise was among the finest witches of her day. Grandmother always said so. Really? In that case, everything should be fine. The witches in the other areas are now beginning to tinker with the spirit veins. If all goes well, we'll be able to give you access to the Pales and delay the Great Twilight. Hey guys, I heard about the big plan. It sounds super difficult though. But you're able to get your instructor back, so if anyone can do it, it's you guys. And you helped us too, we can't thank you enough. I may be small, but I'm a proper witch. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like my help with. I'm thinking like, this segment may be the end of the video, and then we'll just do the rest of the world tour and the other ones. Like, worst case scenario, it's going to seriously be a 3-video thing. There's a good variety of books here. So I'm just opening these to make sure they're all registered. I never noticed these before, but I rarely come into this room. Sinister looking books in illegible script. I'm sure they're perfectly fine. So right now I'm just taking a look around, see if I can find any more bookshelves that may have something in them. That's not a room we can go into. outside. And I think that's everything that's to be found in here. Out of curiosity, let's just cash in some stuff real quick.
No! Oh, wow.
70%, 80%, over 80% collected. Oh, there's something special for your trouble, huh? So there you go, the Magius Master Quartz. It's a Master Quartz. Sure is, guess who went to do a little interview at the Upside Foundation while in hiding? Let's spare you the suspense, it was me. Anywho, that's when I got you this quartz. Hope it helps. I see. Thanks, Phoebe. I'll make good use of it. You can be sure of that. So it sounds like she, stole it. Anyone else get that feeling?
Alright! Whoa, whoa!
So we're at 80% here. Complete over 80% of the battle files. Nicely done. How's about a reward for all that hard work? So there's Chevalier. Master Quartz, where do you get it? I was at ZCF over in Laboral, studying some of the communications tech they got. They were researching brand new types of quartz there, so I got one. You'll make better use of it than me, I think. It's very generous of you. I really appreciate it. This is the one I'm not sure we'll be able to get.
Let me take a look.
Nope. So here's Magius. More power as your HP goes down. You have a 55% chance of crit, but you can revive once. Yeah, I'm just not... Like, it gives you a 1000 art power. No. I'm just not seeing it. So this is physical damage as your HP goes down. Crit rate, and then the obligatory revive. This one still gives you 1000 arts, but only 100 strength. This is such crap. Nina has some work to do, so I gotta do all the cleaning on my own. Though I guess it's not really that hard. You can always listen in on today's operations while I'm tidying up. Besides, we're all heading out to see the world someday, so until then I gotta keep working no matter what. I'll take care of all this cleaning real fast and then go help out. So, looking for the best way to go about exploring the place. There's a couple recipes for us to still find. Most of the villagers are away right now. I feel kind of lonely here on my own. It's part of the long-term plan, too, so they won't be back anytime soon. Maybe I should whip up some of our best specialties for them while they're out in the field, and help them get their strength back up. I'm really afraid that the missing recipes may be like quest rewards or something. Storage. So yeah, this late in the game and I'm still doing that. Just think, this will probably be the last time we set foot in Aaron Village. This place is empty. I guess probably everything other than the shops are empty. You got 3 left, Vermilion, Orc, and Eben. Things are only gonna get tougher for you from here on out. I mean, those bastards even went out of their way to prepare such a ridiculous final stage. Just remember, those are your rivalries. Don't let anyone else make decisions for you. Anyway, if you need any maintenance done, Valimar, or weapon customization, just let me know. Okay. So yeah, it's like... It was only a 45-point boost? Huh. Well, maybe the other stuff that came with it make it worthwhile. Otherwise, yeah, the upgrades are kind of lackluster then. Okay, we can hit up Lemuric. I hear you're all going to head into the Imperial Fortress. Even if there's no way to stop the rivalries at that point, I'm sure you still have to push yourselves to do the impossible. I'm concerned about what you'll have to face. Just in case, take this. Emergency puppet? This is no ordinary accessory. Roy, are you sure you want to give us this? There's no point in hoarding it now that things reach this point. I've been giving various things with the witches headed out to the village too. It's a small price to pay for stopping the end of the world. We stand at a great crossroads, but it's always been those with great strength of will who chart that path. Stay strong and come home safe. We will, I promise. Thank you for the gift. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Okay, the hot springs and then the people in the middle. Mommy and Daddy went out somewhere and they told me to take care of the village, so that's why Loki and me are on standby. Well, time for another patrol, Loki. If you see anything, we'll let you know. And there you have it. Going to the hot spring with characters who were with you at the end of the previous day will start a sub-event. That's Emma. Rini and the others enjoyed the hot springs and took their time resting in the village. By some stroke of fate, unexpected combination, yada yada. Well, I'll admit this is a bit embarrassing. Yeah, it looks like the others set us up, huh? But since we're here and all, not saying that it's a continuation of last night or anything. Reen? Hey, Reen. Milliam and Roselia? What brings you over here? Well, Granny Rose clued me in about this hot spring. I'm not the type to turn down a good time, so I asked to be teleported here. Consider that the first and last time I ever let you call me Granny. At any rate, I thought it would be a pity if she never got to experience our marvelous hot spring. Hence I brought her along. I hope it's not getting inconvenient for you. Yeah, just look at you. Reen and Emma. Feels almost magical. Thanks, Milliam. Well, it's good to see you, Milliam. And thank you, Roselia. It's nice to squeeze this in while you're so busy. There's hardly any trouble. Well, what are you waiting for? It's hot soak time. Everyone had a wonderful time. Milliam and Roselia returned to the ship while the rest resumed their mission. That's right, as soon as I get those recipes, I gotta start cooking. That's gonna be a headache. Yeah, no, we can hit up Titus Gate. It's an easy, quick one. Thought it'd take longer to actually get through everything here, but everyone's out and about. Is there even anyone left here? I was on guard duty at the depository in Parma, but I was suddenly dispatched here. Training is tough and everyone's on edge this close to the battle. And we all have to start preparing to welcome the 4th Armored Division, too. I don't even have time to chat. They suddenly decided the 4th Armored Division would be stationed at the gate. We're moving fast, so we'll be able to welcome them. But what's going on with Viper today? The war's about to start, so I thought he'd be happy. Instead, he's got this distant look on his face. I really like to see he's come to his senses, though. Miss Laura, I've made a terrible mistake. Are you alright, Viper? Please take a deep breath and tell me what's happened. Yes, you see, I received a message from the butler of the Arseid household. You may already be aware, but we were informed that Viscount Arseid is still alive. Furthermore, he hasn't given up hope and chose to walk a third path. When I heard this, I finally realized the mistakes I made. He would have wanted to seek revenge, but I still hate the Republic. Something must have been terribly wrong with me. I apologize for any pain I may have caused you, Miss Laura. Do not trouble yourself, Viper. It is enough that you've come to your senses. My father would say the same. Thank you, Miss Laura. I'll try to find something I can contribute to from now on. The curse has been lifted thanks to Viscount Arseid and Klaus. That's a relief, right, Laura? Indeed, but now we must focus on the operation. An aerial fortress and new cylindrical weapons. Don't those go against the rules of war or something? With such a large difference in military capabilities, is it really fair to call it a war? Isn't it just a one-sided massacre? No, the Empire's victory is practically assured. Which, as a military man, is something I should be pleased to know. Seems that last night the 1st and 16th Armored Divisions passed through Haken Gate. We received word that they're currently passing through the Bose region in Liberl. Isn't it supposed to be Bose? Unless there's a different region. Yeah, I don't know if this is a translation error or if they're changing something from Exceed. By about midday, they'll pass through the capital and we'll probably have reached the Zeiss region's Wolf Fort. everything has gone to plan so far, but we received a message from Dreknor Fortress not too long ago. It's suddenly been decided that the 4th Armored Division will attack Loburl again. The 4th is the strongest and most prestigious division, an interesting and strategic decision to say the least. This means Lieutenant Colonel Elgin's concerns about the movement of the Royal Army of Loburl are becoming a reality? Okay, that's the massacre guy, Polk. I stopped tracking it when I was trying to remember what that one region Loburl was called. It was Bose. A strange pillar seems to have appeared near St. Arc. I want you to take a look at it, but it's really different from a railway cannon or a panzer soldat. I don't think it's a weapon. According to the rumors, the fortress defies common sense. Can't help but be worried. If it means that more soldiers will come home thanks to that thing, then I guess it's a necessary evil. No matter how uneasy it makes me, I have to trust in these. It's almost time for war. I have a vague sense of unease I can't seem to shake. Last time I felt this uneasy was when the orbital shutdown happened in Loburl. Thank Adios that was resolved, even though no one knew why it happened or how it was fixed. Wonder what's causing it this time. Parm By Road. Okay, that's a side quest, so we're gonna put that on the hold. South Sutherland Field Exercise Camp. So we found the fortune teller. It's just these two here. Why, hello there. What has you all doddering around here, Miss Dahlia, Sigan, what a surprise. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? We're here to disrupt the spirit veins and give you a way in. I may only be an apprentice, but I'll be glad to help any way I can. Besides, I'm concerned about Miss Dahlia's health, and... Don't go treating me like some old crone, I'm only 94. That's only young compared to Roselia. You two are right. So many people come together for this plan. We have to make it a success no matter what. Let's see, judging from the flow of the spirit veins, stay could go here. We'll need to get Lees to activate them later. I've got it all in hand. I suggest you concentrate on your own problems. Even under these circumstances, getting to visit the outside world is pretty exciting. Man, I feel a little bad for Alberio and Nina. They would have loved to see this. We'll give them a whole rundown later, though. For now, we've got to concentrate on doing our duty. If you're looking for Warrant Officer Allen, he's not here. He was transferred to one of the new armor divisions in Crossbell. General Craig has ordered us to extend our hospitality to you. If you have business with his lordship with Lieutenant Colonel, you may enter as you please. Thanks to our analysis, we can predict the Republic's tactics precisely. Victory is already within grasp, and engaging in combat is just a formality at this point. Even Loburl's Royal Army and their elite troops won't stand a chance against us. We'll be deployed to the front lines after all, but we've already put procedures in place for the storage of emergency provisions and equipment. All that's left now is to await orders from high up high. Okay, there it goes. Hey, you. Damn, looks like we've been spotted. No need to look so worried. General Craig told us all about you. Lieutenant Colonel Netter recently got back from Crossbell too. Certain someone stopped by too, if you want to stop by and say hi. Certain someone. Reading those accepting the invitation went to the fortress command room. General Zax, I was not aware of your arrival. I saw Mateus last night, then headed here, meeting Neidhart around dawn. Took this opportunity to have a chat with Craig, too, before returning to Juneau. I'm delighted to see you as well. You as well, Neidhart. I had intended to arrive earlier. Excuse my tardiness. As for the business that brought you here, was it to discuss the Imperial Fortress in Heimdall and the appearance of the Pales? No, I had heard about that already from the government. We've been told that they're not matters the military need to concern itself with. The government itself has referred to them as ultimate weapons of Calvardian design, though I find that hard to believe. However, many Erebonians, civilians and alike, have taken them at their word. The curse of Erebonia is intensifying and spreading ever wider, isn't it? What I've come to discuss, in a way, is even more serious than that. It's about the second phase of Operation Jormungand, which starts today. So it's already time. All the preparations were complete when we passed by earlier. It's been decided that the 4th Armored Division will move to the front line via Laburel. In the event Laburel tries to impede our progress, we're to overcome the opposition by force. The 3rd Armored Division leaves Chino at noon, moving out to North Ambria. We will cross from Euphoria to join the Vanguard troops and invade Calvard. Lieutenant Colonel Mueller told us that would be the plan. So you might clash with the Royal Army and even North Ambrian troops if they don't let you pass. Without a doubt, Cassius has foreseen that we'd be moving troops through his country. The only unknown factor now is how much resistance we'll meet. I estimate that at least a few 100,000 lives may be lost before we even reach Calvard's borders. Of course, we'll do what we can to avoid involving civilians, but if they were to attack first, we can only hope that the Bracer Guild, in cooperation with the Radiant Wings, will be able to prevent anything tragic from happening. Class 7, both old and new, our hopes are pinned on you. I trust you knew this was coming, and now we ask you to quell this wildfire of war before it scorches everything in its path. You are the Radiant Wings, the Lions of Thors. You are Class 7. If you cannot rise to this challenge, no one will. We don't turn away from those who need us. I knew it would come down to this, but that's all fine. We can do this. I'll go beyond my call of duty as a witch to fight the spread of darkness. May Adios keep you safe. There's little left for me to say. Reen, you are the ones who must put Osborne's ambitions in check. We won't disappoint you, sir. So we get Nightheart's note. Mateus is preparing for the start of war in eastern Erebonia. I suspect he's on standby, ready to suppress any violent outbreaks in the area, together with Aurier. As for the Armor Division, we must stay focused on carrying out Operation Jormungand. I want you to fight bravely till the very end. We're making history, keep that in mind. The curse's influence grows stronger upon Warrant Officer Allen with each passing day, and yet his transfer to a squad on the front lines has already been finalized. If possible, I would ask you to look out for him. Now that you mention it, Fiona's planning a performance. In the face of this curse, we've really been shown what the power of music is capable of. Despite the situation, she isn't giving up, and she's trying to heal people with music. Father could not be prouder. Of course, the presence of those who've inherited the spirit of the Lionheart Emperor is a source of great pride for Erebonia. I have great expectations of the Radiant Wings in this coming battle. So if you look at the map, they still have the dungeon stuff out there. I figured they'd let me actually go through the door, but they don't. 2nd Infantry Division, all present and accounted for, sir. 3rd Infantry Division, all accounted for, sir. Alright, join up with the other divisions and follow the Tank Corps. We're just common soldiers. The Empire's lofty goals don't mean a lot to us. But we're dedicated to the Empire. We'll do our duty no matter what. 2nd Infantry Division, all present and accounted for. And that's just a repeat. Yeah, his is a repeat too. Let's go to Old Road 1. Yeah, I think it's just the people outside the lodge.
Yes! My turn.
In all seriousness, I don't think the bait's gonna matter unless I want to seriously sit at leaves and fish for you materials. But I'm not even gonna try to hide my disappointment with the game. It's not gonna get a minute more than I have to. Wait a minute, you. It's the Ashen Chevalier, along with everyone else. Good to see you again. That's right, we met at the training hall. You may have already heard, but Mateus and Aurier have been sending us disciples all over the Empire to help those in need. A lot of people are panicking over the recent appearance of the Pales. We've been busy trying to calm them down. Not only that, but the railways and roads have been congested lately. We act as escorts for those who want to travel by foot. Now that's a declaration. I know we can count on you, Kurt. Kurt? The hell? Likewise, you can count on us to keep Erebonia citizens safe. We swear on the name of the Vander School. Right then, now that we've eaten our fill here at the Rust Lodge, let's say we go patrol around the Aragon mines. Sure thing, man, let's go. In the name of the Vander School, let's help out as many people as possible. And that's just a repeat. Hey, guess what? Adele said she'd let me take these flowers back to my village. I can't wait. We hardly get any flowers around where I live. I'm gonna work hard to take care of these ones. One day I'm gonna grow a whole bunch of them. I bet Adele will really like that. So there's water over here? That's so cool. Thanks for telling me, Gabe. It's a big relief knowing the Vander swordsmen are traveling around helping out wherever they can. Gabriel and I are going to follow suit and see if there's anything we can do here in our own neighborhood. Adele's out there fighting for what she believes in. The very least we can do is keep the place in order for her until she gets back. Heard rumors that giant pillars have been appearing all over the Empire. No, it's happening all over again, isn't it? That can't be. The Northumbrian disaster's been long since over. Sorry, I lost my cool for a moment there. Oh no, it's fine. This man and his family are from Northumbria, as I recall. Those pillars are different from the Salt Pale, but it's easy to see why they'd stir up some bad memories. Probably not that I know myself. The disaster happened before I was born. Still, the fear of it remains even now. It's probably even more true for those who lived through it the first time. My apologies again. I didn't mean to unsettle you all or anything. Adele isn't here right now. She had to leave on an important errand. She won't be back for a while, so I'll be taking care of the place until then. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'll try to help in whatever I can. War's finally starting this afternoon. Who knows what will happen from here on? I might never get to see my hometown again. Guess I'll just have to concentrate on keeping Bella and Arnhem safe while Adele's away. And right now, that means putting every bit of my heart and soul into keeping this place running. So if there's anything you need, anything at all, please don't hesitate to ask. Today's the first day of the war. All our customers have been really on edge. You used to think of this whole conflict as just between Erebony and Calvert. That had nothing to do with those Northumbrians. But I can't help but feel for the people of the Empire. They're being tossed around by forces beyond their control, just the same as we were. I think I'll listen to the radio for a while once my shift's over. I feel like I have to know how this war turns out, even if I can't do a thing about it. A friend of mine got drafted the other day. I've been thinking about him ever since. Hope he doesn't die. We finally have our chance to strike back at Calvert. Noon can't come fast enough, that's what I say. We'll pay them back 100 times over for the way our prince suffered. Nothing over there. So yeah, this is going to be the last one before I call it quits for this video. Trying to hit up all the small places, and then we'll just do the big ones in another video. So Euclase and Ole, I think her name was. Fizz and Em and her pals. How's it going, guys? Well, we're lucky for that. There's still a lot for us to do before this is over. Still, surprising running into an old field exercise camp of all places. Where Ole goes, I follow. Besides, spirit veins run through this place, just like they do all the places those pails appeared. I don't need to tell you how hard it is to mess with the salt pails. We should be able to pry our way in from here. If you need any supplies before signing off, now would be the time to get them. Ole's a little busy right now, so you'll have to make do with me. Yeah, I can't afford these. Actually, one second. We have 13 spirit incenses. I'm probably gonna... The reason why I'm mentioning this is because I'm probably gonna need it in the segment to come, using all these pre-arranged characters. For troll bombs... Taking an even 10. I have 40 of these. If only you could just combine these into these or something. Oh well. There, I should have a stable connection to the spirit vein now. All that's left is to telepathically match your timing with the others. No need to worry about me with Euclase standing guard. You just focus on doing your part. The fate of the world rests in your hands, after all. We won't let you down. Please be careful, Ole. We won't want you pushing yourself too hard. And finally, Juno.
Let's get going.
Yeah, it's seriously this long. The Imperial government's officially stated that this thing isn't any of our business, so that's it, I suppose. Oh, well, we have to we have deployment to prepare for anyway. Still, I can't help but wonder exactly where this country is headed. The men of the Armor Division don't seem to know much about that thing. Well, it is impressive. No one can be blamed for staring. I have a really bad feeling about this. Can we really trust what the government has prepared? The Ashen Chevalier. General Zex hasn't been here since last night. Possibly he's gone to show his face to the 4th Armor Division's General Craig. If you need to speak with him, I suggest you go to Dreknor Fortress. We've also decided to set out to North Ambria as quickly as possible. It seems we'll be traveling with the 4th, who are bound for Liberl. It is the duty of a soldier to follow whatever orders are given. Let us fulfill our duty. The Pale makes for such a surreal backdrop. Let's take a photo just in case. Send it to Rex when we get the chance. So yep, this is going to be where the video ends. What you got for us, Rex?
Hey, let me. Whoa, here's a little.
Claire in her knight outfit. And there you go, folks. So with this, I am out of here for today. I'll pick up on a different day. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.